Hi everyone, welcome back. Well, we're down at a friend's place today and everybody's got hay on the ground at the moment, and we've had a fair bit of rain recently, which isn't great when you've got the hay on the ground. Now, most people just rake it over until it dries, and I just thought I would show you a different method of dealing with the wet hay. Here we have an old round baler that's been gutted. So all the knotting mechanism and everything's been taken out. It's had a hydraulic motor put on to drive it here instead of the PTO. Partly that's because somebody cut the drawbar off it some time back. The chains in the bottom are still here. So what this does, we run this round in the hay, and the pickup front lifts everything up. It takes it down the chains at the back and drops it in a heap at the back again. This doesn't turn it over, it simply lifts it and fluffs it up a bit, and when it sits it back down again at the behind it, it's actually sitting up on the stalks of the cut hay, so you get a little bit of airspace underneath it. This fluffs it up just enough to keep a bit of air circulation and make it dry out without actually turning it over. So this keeps a lot more of your green hay that has more nutrient and stuff in before the sun has bleached it out. When you're using a hay rake and you keep just turning it over, you lose your green hay because the sun just bleaches it. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way it always used to be done. This just seems to give slightly better quality hay, and you can run it through fairly fast, so it doesn't take long to get round your paddock. One issue with this machine is that because we're dealing with wet hay that's fairly heavy, the pickup fingers need a fair amount of maintenance because they're picking up that much more weight than they would with dry hay. So every year we've got to change some of these fingers just because they keep breaking. It's not a big deal, you've just got to take these covers off. There's one bolt that holds the fingers on, and you put it back together again. But this is a little bit extra maintenance than a hay rake or something like that. So this is the hay that has been lifted, and you can see now it's just sort of sitting up on top of these stalks a little bit, and the piles are sort of reasonably open. If we come over here, this one's been lifted too. This one here has not been lifted. It's sitting much flatter than those ones over there, and it's so there's no air getting underneath it or in between it. That's quite dense there, and that's just not going to dry out. Whereas these ones, nice and fluffy, a lot less dense in there. But we still haven't lost our green hay that's further down in there. Anyway, I hope this video has been useful to some of you. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!